The Nightside Project. Finish the day happy with Ethan Millard and Alex Kirry on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome on in. It is the Nightside Project. Alex Kirry here with you. Ethan Millard, this is the kind of guy he is. I keep telling him about how much I need. Man, I want to go visit my parents up in Seattle. I really got to go visit my parents. I just can't find the time right now. We're going to have this baby pretty soon. And then he drops a bomb on me over the weekend. Hey, my wife and I are just going to take a random trip to Seattle. Oh, cool. So the place I keep saying I really wish I could get out there and visit my parents again here soon. But maybe hang out with my mom and dad. I don't see him that often.
He's going to send a selfie from your porch, isn't he?
No, but he did this move. Dude, have you seen this place? And, sends me a picture of, where I grew up. And I'm like, what is your problem, man? What? He's like, dude, have you ever seen this place? I'm like, yes. This place, it's a tall building called the Space Needle. And so
it's even got a restaurant at the top.
Ready. You're hearing Andy Farnsworth, by the way, the voice of KSL's Traffic Center, of course, and also SLC Fanboys. You can hear him on that podcast as well. We've joined. You probably heard the episode where we
the
went
classic
back and
debate
forth.
Where I took down Nightside Project on their Indiana Jones views.
Well, you and Ethan agree, so. You guys
Yeah,
are like,
that's
Crystal
true.
Skull is an important piece of America.
I never said that. I did say that Crystal Skull is not quite the dung pile that everybody calls it.
Wow, okay. Actually, the newest Indiana Jones is actually going to be called Dung Pile.
The secrets of
The
them.
secrets of the dung pile. All right, so Andy's going to join me today. We're going to go over a couple of things because there was some video that I saw over the weekend. And because Andy is he's the manager of the traffic center.
Yes.
And
I've been doing it for 20 years. It's hard to believe.
So you know the Utah roads where we live just as well as anybody. I still dispute whether or not we should be calling Knutson's Corner.
You know, there are a few traffic areas
Hate
in
it.
Salt Lake, especially in Salt Lake, but everywhere, that have gotten assigned names, and I don't
So
know
dumb.
why, and sometimes I'm not even sure that the listeners know that that's what they
No,
are, other than we've told them that that's what it is, but I know it's called Knutson's Corner,
Yeah,
but
it's
I've
dumb.
never seen a sign that says that.
No, never.
I've never heard a story of why it's named that.
No, pull up to a roadside fruit stand. They're like, this was old man Knutson's land.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
one
know.
pet peeve that I have is what UDOT has tried to call the spaghetti bowl. It drives me
Oh,
nuts.
yeah.
It's the I-80, I-250, or I-80, I-15, 21st South interchange. No signage calls it the spaghetti bowl.
Nobody.
It doesn't even look like a spaghetti bowl, even from the top.
I think from the top, they want to be like, we have so many big roads. Boy, it's a busy intersection on our big roads here. We're big, I promise. Come move to Salt Lake City. We got traffic problems all over the place because we're a big city.
But that's the thing. So when you're trying to report traffic, though, you got to say, in my opinion, you got to say things that have signs that say
Yeah,
the same thing. Like,
for
you
sure.
might know it as the spaghetti bowl, and once you know what the spaghetti bowl is, then it's an easy landmark to picture. But I'm talking not just to the people. I'm talking to anybody who's trying to find out where they're going.
Andy, what is the problem? This weekend, a couple of stories caught my eye because we have a road rage issue in the state that has been bothering me forever. And
Since you moved here?
And it's not just here. I for some reason, maybe I didn't notice it as much growing up where I did, but maybe as an adult I notice it more. And there are days that I have the feels on the inside that go, the
Right.
Hulk smash. You get mad. I made a pledge to my wife when we got married. It was like in our vows. I will love you forever, and I will not yell at some guy, do you want to pull over and start this off the side of the road jerk? I won't do that. So I have seriously had to have a little mini come to Jesus with myself where I say I am not going to be that guy, but road rage continues to be an issue. And I'm going to play for you some video here from over the weekend. This wasn't even the one that was from today, but this one happened over the weekend, and so KSL 5's Ashley Kiwish is going to kind of roll it out here. And by the way, new way you can watch all of the KSL News Radio podcast episodes with the new KSL TV app.
Yes.
So go onto the TV app, download it in the App Store, and
I looked for SLC Fanboys. I didn't find it, but I know they have Nightside.
Nightside's up there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We put a lot of videos up.
You do.
We throw a lot of videos up. It's mostly about just hey, we made another video. They're all cool. Throw it on the pile. So this is going to be one of those. So let me play for you some of the video here. Take a listen.
Utah Highway Patrol troopers are investigating a case of road rage. Investigators say 2 people in a dark-colored sedan or SUV fired shots at another vehicle along westbound I-80 Thursday evening.
The victim in this whole thing didn't understand what was going on until he got home and noticed there was a couple of bullet holes in his car.
This all happened near the I-215 northbound on-ramp. Police are asking anybody who may have been in the area to give them a call.
And tell them that this really does look like a spaghetti bowl
It
from
does,
over the
that's not
top.
the spaghetti bowl.
No, but I was.
How do you not notice that your car got shot till you got home?
This is exactly, Andy. There is a problem with, and maybe this is how the road rage incident started in the first place. I'm not condoning it.
Well, wait, let's get that part out of the way first. Who hasn't, in the back of their mind at once, just thought, what would it be like?
What, to shoot at somebody? No, I have not thought
You've
that.
never
You need
thought-
to go
I
visit
never
somebody.
have either.
Oh,
Of
my
course.
heavens. You need to go
Come
visit
on.
somebody. So
You had to have a come to Jesus meeting with yourself over road
Well,
rage,
yeah, but
and
it
you
was
never
like,
thought shooting at.
It was
not
like
to try to
stop
hurt
flipping off
somebody.
strangers. That was as deep as mine went. But here's what I wanted to bring up about that. And this is my thought: is that this person is so unaware. Because
That's worrisome for a whole bunch of reasons.
yeah, how do you not know that your car has bullet holes in it? And then you can kind of get a little bit of an idea too of where their head was when they're like, "Hey, so what was the car that this happened?" I don't know. It's like a dark, multicolored, or
But do they
or
know that that's
beige.
where it happened if they didn't notice the bullet holes until they got home?
Well, and then yeah, because they're like, well, I did. There was that one guy who got really mad, and this is the other thing: Polynesian or African American or Latino person, and it was like, well,
That narrows it down.
I don't like any of this. I'm like, this is a very unaware person, and I'm like, they were probably the ones who were super not paying attention while they're driving. This
Cut
does not
somebody
condone.
off or
This does not
swerve
condone.
in and out of their lane.
Doesn't condone anything. I mean, you can't pull a gun on anybody.
Right.
That person needs to be arrested and go to jail.
Well, there's laws that you can't fire
Into a car that's driving
you
next
can't
to you.
fire
They
any-
have those laws.
You can't
yes.
fire a gun outside of a shooting range unless you're law enforcement. You can't fire a gun.
Okay, so here's there are a couple things that there have laws against that. You can't try to shoot a guy on the road.
Did you know that?
Yeah,
It's
well-
Utah state law.
So there's that one, and then there's the one up in Idaho this weekend where a Utah driver ran a car off of the road, and they were like, "Oh, Utah plates," and then they're looking for this guy. They got the guy, and I just wonder where.
And then he tried to
totally-
show his temple recommend when they pulled him over.
Sure, I want to know how a normal person gets to the point where they are willing to use their car, a weapon, or whatever, and they totally step outside of themselves, because I think that's what really happens.
You
How
know
does
what,
it
though?
happen? Because you see it every day.
I think one key word is normal person. Well, what's a normal person? A normal person is somebody who isn't going to do that. So you got to set aside, they might be a normal person the rest of the time, but something changes when they get behind the wheel. And I personally think, it's easy to stereotype everybody. Oh, Utah drivers are so bad. They're just so crazy. But I think a lot of it comes down to everyone thinks that they're the most important. Like, I've got to get where I'm going is more important than where other people are going.
And I think that it escalates too, because you're like, I'm in a dangerous car, and then yet we escalate. This is so dangerous. I can't believe you're dangerous driving. I'm going to show you a thing or two. Here comes a pit maneuver.
Right. You don't realize how dangerous these cars are. I'm going to show you right now. But that's what happens. So you get thinking only about how important you are at getting to your destination, or you've already got other things going on in your brain, and this is what makes you snap.
Here's the guy. He's the road rage driver. Runs a couple off of the I-84 there,
Does that
and causes a
are we allowed
rollover.
to, are we allowed to comment
on
the stereotype that I'm seeing?
Oh, yeah, with the tank top.
with the beard and the
gangster look? Yeah.
not
Well,
the
look,
gangster look. Does that surprise you when you look at that guy?
He's
Do you think
staring
that he
down?
would get,
He is staring down the mugshot. He is road raging with the guy who's all stand there and then take a picture. He's like, "You got a problem? I'd like to see you try something in this room right here, dog." hold this up.
Dog.
He's
It
like, I
was
don't-
either dog or bruh, either one.
Bruh. Well, that's what my kids say these days, too. They're like, bruh. All right, Andy, we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, I've got another amazing video that's going to be our Zen headline of the day. And that is a man breaking the world record. Not only did he bowl a perfect game, the amount of time he did it in was fascinating. We're going to watch it. You're going to watch it. And it's going to be awesome. So stick around, more to go. The Nightside Project featuring Andy Farnsworth today, stepping in, giving us some ideas on, did you know that it is against the law to shoot at somebody while you're driving? Now, these are the kind of things you learn on the program. I've been doing traffic for 20 years. We'll be right back on the Nightside Project.